Okay, horn works. Here we go. Well, I don't know what the fuss is all about. This is very safe. I can see no danger here at all.
Designed by the same people who brought you the McLaren F1, the Caparo has a 3.5-litre V8 race engine which delivers 575 horsepower. That is a huge amount in a car that weighs about the same as a patio heater.
As a result, it has twice as much brake horsepower per tonne as a Bugatti Veyron. Twice as much!
In a road car, that is a truly terrifying prospect.
So far though, all four wheels are still on, yep. The throttle has not jammed open, and there is no fur. So, goodbye safety people. Oh my God, God almighty! You can forget Enzo's, you can forget Koenigseggs, this is in a different league!
It does 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. 0 to 100 in 5, and it'll still be going like a bee out of hell, all the way up to 205. Well, hopefully the twin tailplanes, like you get on an SR-71 Blackbird spy plane, will keep it stable.
And the braking! Oh, God! You couldn't stop more quickly if you ran into a tree. Here we go again. To experience anything like this, you would have to be in a Formula 3000 car. This is acceleration like I have never, ever experienced.
And then the floor came off.
I'm going to do the secret signal.
Thankfully, it wasn't a big job, and soon the T1 was back. And then there was a problem with the fuel. Wasn't turning out to be very reliable, this. And then there's the price.
I don't really know how to soften the blow on this, so I'll just come straight out with it. It's £235,000.
Really then, the only people fit, brave and rich enough to buy such a car are Premiership footballers. I'm sure Mr. Rooney will like the speed and the looks very much, but he's in for a nasty surprise when he gets it back from the menders, because this is about as good at taking corners as he is.
Oh no, that is a lot of understeer. Oh, that is a lot of understeer there. Put my foot on the power, but there's so much power in this, I'm just going to spin out. Oh God, this is a disaster.
The shape has been designed so the air flowing over it will press the car into the road. It'll actually generate 3G in a fast bend. Unfortunately, in a slow bend, the air isn't moving over the body quickly enough, and you have almost no grip at all. Look at it snaking, fighting for grip that just isn't there. If the tyres are cold, the problem is 10 times worse, and if the road is wet, it'll spin up the rears through third and fourth.
If you try to go around a normal roundabout at a normal speed in this, you're going to have a huge accident. When this thing goes on sale, there isn't going to be a ditch in the land or a hedgerow that isn't full of Premiership footballers, all broken and on fire.
Because of this car, I wouldn't be at all surprised if Grimsby Town won this year's FA Cup. lot of movement.
I know. But let me just... Hang on. To generate enough downforce to get around a corner, you have to go really fast.
Yes, brilliant excuse for the police. I had to go around that corner, officer, at 1,000 miles an hour, because if I was doing 30, I would have crashed.
But don't you think, the thing I like about this is that it's amazing that this is allowed, because, I mean, there's a regulation that says that headlight has to be that height. They have to put the seat belts in, but there are no laws governing how fast it can go.
No, and we must now find out how fast it goes round our track, which means, of course, we have to hand it over to someone who understands downforce. Some say that to unlock him, you have to run your finger down his face, like that. And that if he were getting divorced from Paul McCartney, he'd keep his stupid, whining mouth shut. All we know is he's called the Stig. And he's off, and he's gone already. A little bit of wheel spin there. Now, he's heading down to the first corner, fairly fast. There should be just about enough downforce to get him round. Let's have a look. Look at the speed he's going in there. That's tail kicked out a little bit. He's snaking. Now he's got to build up the speed again. Obviously, he's got no stereo today, so no self-help. As he turns into Chicago, running a bit wide, the understeer kicking in. Not much he can do about that. Now he's just back on that 3.5-litre engine into the hammerhead, turning in. He's going to be in serious bother here if he's not careful. Yeah, understeer again, then oversteer, then understeer, then oversteer, and now he can get back on the power. This will be phenomenal through the follow-through. 3G through there, easy peasy. Getting on for Formula 1 levels of grip. Through the tyres. God, that's quick. Now he's got more bother again because he's got to go slowly for the second to last corner, turning in. Held that one very nicely. Last corner again, running wide and across the line. Now, this is... Despite the handling issues, shall we say, we are expecting this to be pretty fast. Mixing it up here with the top crowd, the 118s, the 117s, the 119s. It actually did it in 1 minute, 10.6. Staggering. Yeah. Absolutely staggering. That's the fastest thing by miles. And now what I'm going to do is take it off again.
What? Why?
Well, you know the rules, James. If a car can't get over a sleeping policeman, it can't go on that board. We've always said that, and look at the nose on this. I mean, never mind a sleeping policeman. You'd rip that off if you ran over Gandhi.